Brace for impact on your wallet. Come April 1st, car makers are making your dear cars ever so dearer. Maruti Suzuki was the first to announce a hike of 4%, followed by Tata Motors 3%, Hyundai another 3%, and Honda also says it will jack up prices. But by how much, we don't know just as yet. The pinch is not just going to hurt the middle class, but also the rich. Luxury car maker Mercedes-Benz has also announced it will hike prices by 3% come April. All automakers are citing rising input and material cost as the reason behind this hike. So let's unpack all this with Mr. CS Vigneshwar, President FADA, who joins us here this morning. Good morning, Mr. Vigneshwar. I want to understand from you anything between 3% to 4%. So a car tentatively costing, let's say, 10 lakh rupees, and mind you, there are very few in that category, the impact would be as high as 30,000 rupees. Will we see a slowdown in car sales or a further fattening of top line for automakers?
Hi, Kartik. Good morning. Thanks for having us over. Yes, there would be certainly an impact which comes with price hikes, but these price hikes are something which we're expecting every year. Some of the companies do it every quarter, some of them do it twice every year. And some of them also do it when there are input costs which have gone up significantly. So it's not much of a surprise because this has been happening every year. But certainly the OEMs would be well advised to take considerations that the demand right now was a bit lukewarm. And there are also headwinds with the economy. So these challenges would probably make it only more complicated if the price hikes are too much.
I agree with you. I think it'll definitely make it complex, but I want to understand from you inventory which automakers are holding right now. Is this price hike announcement and giving the customer enough notice before the price is hike, is it also a move to try and sell more and more cars in the month of March?
It will certainly help selling of cars because there could be customers who are undecided but who would be wanting to buy a car. And this advanced information would really help these customers to make the decision to buy the car because it's one way to beat the price hike. And when you look at the price hike, not only the price hike, but there are also great offers running in March because of it being a depreciation month. So as long as they can register the car by the 31st, they can claim depreciation on the companies. So on the books of the companies, rather. It would be great. I mean, it's a good opportunity the OEMs have given the customers and the dealers to work to selling cars at this point.
All right. Well, despite the little slowdown that we've seen, Mr. Vigneshwar, India has been selling over 40 lakh cars or so every year. But and this is a trend that we've seen in the last 2 or 3 years. But we are still seen as a country that protects its domestic auto industry. So do you think, for the sake of the customers who in any case pay through their noses to buy these Hot Wheels, is it time for the government to allow foreign companies with more lucrative tariff policies? And I'm specifically talking BYD and VinFast here.
At some point of time, we need to move away from a protectionist mindset and policies. Certainly, the whole concept of tariffs have come up in the last couple of months. And we would be looking at a more open market so that the customers also can benefit. So yeah, so I think a more open economy would really help the customers with better choices at better costs.
All right. And Mr. Vigneshwar, can't let you go without talking about electric vehicles. So talk to us about EV sales. Are we at the tipping point where we can see EVs finally beginning to take off? And especially with the likes of, let's say, the MG Windsor, which is taking on Tata Motors head on. Where do you see this entire EV story panning out from now?
The EV story is set to have a steady growth in the Indian market. We are at about 3% right now in terms of penetration of EV vehicles in the overall passenger vehicle segment. There is a long way to go, but nothing's not going to happen in a hurry. There's going to be a steady growth over a period of time. With more companies coming and giving more offerings, the customer probably would be making the right choice towards the vehicle of the customer's choice and preference, depending upon the usage, of course.
Okay, and when we are talking about EV, can't not talk about Tesla. Tesla is opening its showroom in Mumbai to begin with. We still don't know whether Elon Musk is going to decide to make in India or not. But let's say, presumably, with Tesla's entry into India, how do you feel the market is likely to get disrupted, if at all there is a likelihood of that? Because we are seeing Tesla cars not selling in the US or in the European Union.
You're right. There's a dip of a significant percentage in terms of its the Tesla sales in the developed markets. Another thing also is that we are looking at these cars being. I mean, my gut feeling and my intelligence probably says that it's about 35 lakhs is where these cars are going to be sold because they need to be imported from Germany. You're going to have some GST on it, etc. And right now, the electric market is in the sub 30 lakh segment because Tata, Mahindra, all of them kind of tap out, peak out at 30 lakhs. So it remains to be seen that these are Tesla cars would be considered to be a premium segment rather than a mass segment because of the pricing. So they will be going ahead with the German 3 with Volvo in terms of sales. So it remains to be seen how successful they can be.
All right, Mr. Vigneshwar, thank you so much. We will leave it at that. But pleasure having you this Friday morning right here on News 9. Thank you so much for joining us today.